Mislim дека може да почнеме.
Okay. Officially, good afternoon. I'm happy to be here with the Global Entrepreneurship Week 2021. The last year experience was amazing, so I was really eager to have the opportunity to be a part of the Global Entrepreneurship Week 2021 and to be with you and to share with you something of the initiatives, projects, or innovations that I and my consultancy company is doing in the last year or so. First of all, I would like to thank you to the organization committee, let's say it like that, of the Global Entrepreneurship Week, alongside with Startup Macedonia for amazing effort and for amazing support that they are providing us and they're doing for all the participants in the Global Entrepreneurship Week 2021. And in the beginning, I would like to ask from their side to give some kind of a welcome speech to everybody present today, and after that I will continue with the presentation.
Dear partners of the Global Entrepreneurship Week North Macedonia and Global Entrepreneurship Week host Startup Macedonia, dear guests, my name is Simona Chaminska, the National Coordinator of the Global Entrepreneurship Week North Macedonia initiative, founded by the Global Entrepreneurship Network. It is my great pleasure to give you this opening speech and announce the kickoff of your event as our partner organization, as well as to invite you and your audience to follow the content we prepared for you in our entrepreneurial agenda this year. The Global Entrepreneurship Network is the world's largest entrepreneurship network, operating programs in 180 countries worldwide that aim to make founding and leading business easy for everyone and everywhere. One of the most famous initiatives of the Global Entrepreneurship Network is the Global Entrepreneurship Week, that is celebrated each November in 180 countries through 40,000 activities organized by 20,000 partners that reach about 10 million people. This year, the GEW is being organized between 8th and 14th of November. Startup Macedonia has been hosting this initiative since year 2018. We started with only one event that rose to 14 in 2019 and to incredible 45 events in year 2020. This year, we have events organized by the academia, civic society, and the private sector of approximately 40 partners. In my humble opinion, such initiatives are uniting the ecosystem towards creation of new partnerships, finding new areas of cooperation, and promoting projects and activities led by partners that altogether harmonize the cooperation between relevant ecosystem stakeholders. These initiatives also position Macedonia in the global ecosystems map of fast-growing and developed ecosystems, pointing out the potential and opportunities for getting access to new markets. Let me also thank you for your profound interest to participate in this initiative once more, and for your continuous efforts in supporting the growth and development of the Macedonian ecosystem. I sincerely hope that this year's offer will be of keen interest to you. With this, I announce the official opening of your event and the Global Entrepreneurship Week North Macedonia 2021. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Simona, for your kind words and warm welcoming for this event. I will continue now with a short presentation on who I am, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing this event today, and the idea that I'm running in the last almost a year. So the name of the event today, it's called Startup Marketplace. And generating from the name, I hope everybody can understand that this is something that is strictly related to startups, But nevertheless, it's an opportunity, it's an idea that can be used or can be achieved by all the entrepreneurship movement in Macedonia and in the world as well. Just a short wrap up on the thing that we are going to do today. We heard the welcoming speech from Simona, and after this we will going to have presentation and discussion, and I will try to make it as interactive as I can do. And later in the event, or the last part of the event, would be a part for questions and answers. So what we are doing as organizers of this event in the way of what Global Entrepreneurship Week has. Global Entrepreneurship Week this year has several pillars on the topics that will be covered. As Simona mentioned, there will be partnership from the ecosystem in total, like consultants, startups, academia, and etc. That's why we are seeing this this event that it's going to be a presentation of new partnership in the entrepreneurship, building and development the ecosystem of entrepreneurship and startups. This is the major topic that we'll cover with the event. Why? Because we think that this event can bring benefit from merging the ecosystem of new entrepreneurs and startups and the ecosystem of customers and investors. This is the deepest vision of the idea that I'm going to present today, and I hope that many of the participants in the ecosystem will find their role, and they will find it attractive to join the startup marketplace. Let's start with the introduction on what I have for you today. It's known that the survival rate of new businesses is understandably frightening for entrepreneurs, and their fear is understandable. Many researchers show that if a market is conquered very quickly, the numbers change dramatically. So, as a conclusion, if you try and if you succeed to conquer the market that you are targeting very quickly, then the survival rate of your business or your startup should be not in question. New owners of small businesses often do not have one key thing, and that's the experience. It takes years, in most cases, a lot of resources to gain business experience, to run a successful company, and to conquer the market. Being a participant in the ecosystem in a fast and correct way, it helps in the lack of this fundamentality by enabling the use of the market potential immediately. For a successful business startup, there is no room for many mistakes. Why learn from your mistakes at the very beginning when you can learn from the others and thus avoid them in your idea? A kind of a cliche, but I find it again useful in order to emphasize the big vision that we have with our approach and our innovative idea that we are presenting today. I'm going to spend some time now for presenting who I am and why me and my company is doing this innovation that we are presenting today, in order to understand the need and the drive that we have, so we can succeed in the equipping all the ecosystem, let's say like that, equipping all the ecosystem and provide them tools for success. Who? Dual Consulting is an independent consulting company that is dedicated to developing partnership with its client by providing holistic, high-quality, professional, and value-added solution to complex business challenges. We earned the relationship of being trusted advisor and business partner. Dual Consulting is a young company established on the Macedonian market 5 years ago. During these 5 years, we serve Macedonian micro, small, and medium enterprises. We serve governmental and public institutions. We are active in project and we are supporting Macedonian micro, small, and medium enterprises all over the country. So we have clients from Veles, Bitola, Kavadarci, Strumica, Ohrid, Radovište, Gostivar, Počani, Valandovo, Prilep, etc. And we are working with all of these clients in establishing their business needs and access to finance from banking and from non-banking sector. Also, we do advise micro, small, and medium enterprises, startups, and other entrepreneurial businesses in their early stage of setting up and development, in their access to finance, business idea conceptualization, in innovation. And with consulting, we are providing this with consulting, mentorship, and coaching services. In Dual Consulting, our services are provided in accordance with the recognized and renovated international standards for consultancy, such as Certified Management Consultant and ISO 20700. I can say that we are one of the rarest companies in Macedonia that we work under the ISO standardization for management consultancy. Another thing, Dual Consulting is offering to its client advisory services such as business plan and business development, financial analysis, financial planning and budgeting, investments plan, feasibility study, evaluation, due diligence, transactional advisory services, mergers and acquisition, operational, commercial and financial advisory, reorganization, managerial accounting, law and application, access to finance, access to funding, etc. With all this, we are really focusing on what the market says, what market needs, and what market lacks in a professional way. So we are trying to support all the entrepreneur market, especially in Macedonia, with huge number of consultancy and advisory services that our company can provide. So with emphasis on this business conceptualization, business development, innovations, investment in fundraising for micro, small, and medium enterprises and startups. Dual Consulting in the last years collaborates with UNDP, with EBRD, with SEED Macedonia and SEED Slovenia, with Fund for Technological Development, for Fund for Innovation and Technological Development. We do work with USAID. We work with the previous BIP project, now with the Palladium. We work with Swiss Contact. Of course, we work with Macedonian Stock Exchange and with Funderbeam. We work with WBAF, World Business Angels Forum, Investment Forum, and also as advisors, Dual Consulting team is involved in collaboration with Cibus Accelerator, University St. Clement, and now Bitol Accelerator, Gold Venture Accelerator, etc. Why Dual Consulting is doing what is doing is because of me as one of the leading persons, or the person who has the leading role in Dual Consulting. So who I am and where I came from and why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. My name is Alexandar Celeski, and I am a certified management consultant with proven and long working and professional experience in leading international management consulting companies. I have more than 15 years of professional experience in preparing and delivering trainings, workshops, and mentoring for entrepreneurship and business development for micro, small, and medium enterprises, startups, as well as experience in preparing training and mentoring modules for accelerator programs or various and of various organizations and universities. I work as a management consultant, trainer, and mentor for a number of small and medium companies in Balkans, as well as for international and public Macedonian governmental and non-governmental organizations. As an external collaborator, I also cooperate with the institutions that my company has collaborations such as EBRD, USAID, UNDP, Swiss Contact, Fund for Innovation and Technological Development, and many other governmental organizations in Macedonia, in Europe, and the USA. My professional experience was in the leading management consultancy companies on international level in the past years, but since 2019, I became a member of Dual Consulting as an executive director. My main responsibilities are advisory or consulting services such as business development and business planning, feasibility studies, assessments, in-depth analysis, due diligence, transactional advisory services, mergers and acquisition, operational and financial consultings, reorganization, a loan and loan application, market research, access to new market, pricing policy, budgeting, etc. And all this with emphasis on business conceptualization, business development, innovation, investment, and fundraising for micro, small, and medium enterprises and startup companies in Macedonia, but also worldwide. As mentioned, in the last year, Dual Consulting cooperates in deep with UNDP on many projects, with EBRD in support of consultancy project for Macedonian clients. We are cooperation with USAID and Palladium in IME project. We cooperate with SEED and SEED Business Angel Club, also with Macedonian Stock Exchange, with Funderbeam, the crowdfunding platform that is really trying to get on this market as soon as possible, as I may say. I'm part, and Dual Consulting cooperates also with Fund for Innovation and Technological Development by providing many assistance on all the changes that is happening now within the startup ecosystem, and supported by Startup Macedonia and Fund for Innovation and Technological Development. My 15 years of experience as a lecturer, trainer, and guest speaker in conferences are in the fields of strategic management, corporate planning, business development, and finance. I focus my many years of experience gained in domestic and international companies on working with small and medium companies that I help in business development, in access to finance and new markets, in creating marketing strategy using modern marketing tools. In the last 3 years, I have been working intensively on international cooperation in order to promote Macedonian companies and enable their presence in international markets. During this period, I became collaborator of Startup Macedonia. I became part of the Club of Ambassadors of Macedonia 2025. I am a mentor in the EBRD Start Venture program that runs especially in the Middle East and in Asia. Then I'm a collaborator, as mentioned many times now, with Fund for Innovation and Technological Development, UNDP, USAID. I'm a collaborator of Funderbeam and many other organizations worldwide. I'm also mentor of several acceleration programs locally in Macedonia, but also internationally. And a couple of times, especially this year, I have been serving as a judge for several startup battles, unicorn battles, startup network battles all around the world. Actually, this morning there was unicorn startup battle finals that 10 startups worldwide were fighting for their achievement and their recognition on the world market. So among all these activities that I have personally, besides working in Dual Consulting, Also, some of my latest awards is my recognition as an international partner in Macedonia into WBAF, its World Business Angel Investment Forum, which combines in one network all the business angel investors, but also it provides cooperation with many other organizations such as G20, such as many UN initiatives in order to achieve the global, the world entrepreneurship goals, to achieve the UN goals for strategic UN SDG goals, and etc. etc. Being international partner for Macedonia in WBA for me is a great recognition for the effort that I'm doing, and it brings me a huge possibility of network that I'm using in order to provide many opportunities to startups in the Macedonian ecosystem. It was a little bit of really deep explanation on what is doing dual consulting and who is Alexander Zaleski. But all this is just to present what are mine and my company strengths, experiences, knowledges, and things that we are running in order to have a kind of a ground foundation for the idea that I'm going to present you today. We are trying to build startup marketplace. I would like to invite some of the participants who are in the startup ecosystem, and maybe startup innovators, startup companies that are present here on this event, and to share their opinion on how they find their way on the market, how they start their first market approach, their first gaining of clients, and how they feel on the effort and resources that they involved in achieving this goal. Is there anyone who is willing to participate or to share some experience? Someone from the participants maybe, or getting live, getting in the chat? Okay, maybe later on. As for now, I'm going to share some of the researches that I have regarding the early stage of startups, and to provide some advices from different international influencers, let's say like that, and then I will go deeper with the idea. So what Forbes is saying regarding the early stage of the startups. There are 11 tips for startups to gain their initial traction. By Forbes, it are these 11 tips that each startup should take are: to start with an awesome product, then to brand yourself, to connect with influencers, to do things that don't scale, to leverage your email list, to partner up, to test everything. You have to create original content. You have to promote original content. You have to showcase your product. You have to think outside of the box. And of course, you have to run your idea and your startup and your team. So it's not easy to gain traction. It's not easy to be established on the market. It's not easy to get MVP or to be supportive in your market value proposition. Another recognized platform, Medium, as the name says, medium.com. Medium says that there are 7 ways to get traction for your early stage product or startup. Always offer a free version. Build an audience. Leverage your technology to get press coverage. Participate in groups and forums. Don't forget about search engine optimization. Make it shareable and collect those emails. As you're seeing, many of the things that that Forbes and Medium.com are suggesting or advising, I have been put it with bold, just to do differences or to put emphasis on the important things that I will cover up later. Startup.info. The importance of traction in startups. Business traction is the initial process and momentum as startup build and as it grows. Traction indicates that the product and services your business is offering is viable. It also shows that what you're providing has achieved market fit and the brand is growing. For you are attracting attention from the right audience. Traction is measured in different ways, and profitability is not the only sign of traction. For instance, online business can measure traction using metrics such as daily active user, monthly signups, and active user in addition to decreased churn rate. Traction is important to all companies' stakeholders, such as founders and employees. It is particularly important to investors since they want to put their money and expertise in a company that has growth potential. They don't want to lose their investments. For that reason, investors are interested in companies with higher traction. They will be willing to put more money to help your business grow and succeed. On the other hand, investors are interested in making profits. Thus, their demands for returns and profitability can hamper your startup ability to their investment and also meaningful use to build your business. Showing all this in a picture that for us matters just the first column. As a wrap-up is this. For traction, the goal is to have product market fit. How we measure the traction? It's by the retention. If we want to emphasize the traction, that we need volume, and this is minimal, steady, minimal stream, or turn off the tap to find income. We should use few, but focus only on one channel that brings traction to our or to your startup or entrepreneurship, small, medium, or middle-sized company, and also what should do with the optimization. Optimization for traction is on the macro level. When traction is achieved, then a startup or a small company is going to have the transition and growth. Without transition and without growth, a company cannot be self-sustainable, cannot make profits, and cannot last long on the market. That's why the first key action within the early stage startups are tractions. As mentioned before, not only for the investment reason or for income reason, the traction is important for many other reasons as well. So why startup marketplace? What are we going to achieve? I hope with all the Macedonian ecosystem locally and then to scale it globally. The Macedonian startup scene abounds with projects that strive to be developed into quality products. What they have in common is that more than half of, or almost 50%, 55, 60%, are founded by technicians, so it means IT professionals or IT enthusiasts who have little experience in management, and only a third of these startups have some experience in marketing and sales. These are information from the conclusions of the latest research of Startup Macedonia for the startup ecosystem, as well as data from projects that have been supported by Fund for Innovation and Technological Development in last 6 or 7 years as the fund is created. So these shortcomings in the life cycle of startup mean inefficient allocation of resources over the first and crucial 6 to 12 months of a startup idea, of a team that is willing to have the transition and growth. So in addition to this conclusion, from another aspect, the interaction that we have as a company with domestic and foreign investor says that they always look for real proof that the startup will have real potential for execution of the idea and development, and that they want to prove with so-called traction, which means showing customer-based sales, database of customers, sales in test period, and etc. etc. At the moment, when it can be seen, investors decide to invest, whether is it as a first, second, or some later investments for creating great value for the startups. But Macedonian startups are struggling with market penetration, with proof of market readiness, with customer database, and etc. There are even situations where investors do not want to talk about the local market, but seek traction from international clients to make sure that there is a market for the products of some selected startups. Everything that I'm presenting up to now is something that came with the experience from the activities that I have in the daily life, let's say like that, within my personal activities or during the activities that Dual Consulting has. That's why I was presenting in deep what Dual Consulting and me are doing in order to have some ground level for providing this kind of information to you. So what we are trying to do? We are a management consultancy company. We provide management consultancy services that, in general, many clients can confuse that these services are some kind of accounting, some kind of bookkeeping, some kind of audit, some kind of, I don't know, something traditional, something boring for them. But no, Dual Consulting and me as a leader of Dual Consulting, we are trying to be innovative. We're trying to be a present company with the moment that we are running on. And we are trying not to be a company that is founded and lies on traditional services, but also we are always trying to put efforts to provide innovative way of providing services, no matter is it an entrepreneurship business, small company, micro-sized company, or a startup in each stage that is found. We are trying not to be another Sony Ericsson, Nokia, or Motorola, to have some market share and then to lose it without any innovation that we are providing. So that's why we came on our mind that we found some niche segment in the early stage of the startups that is really needed worldwide. And we are trying to create a platform called Startup Marketplace. Startup Marketplace will be a platform where startups that are in their earliest stage of founding and creating a product or service, will be able to offer it at a preferential price to the first customers, named early adopters, and thus begin to create that traction of customers and sales to then more easily win both markets and investors. Customers will have the special opportunity to use products or services at preferential prices and discounts, and will then be required to provide quality feedback or guidance for improvement and to evaluate all the products and services provided by the startups on the platform. And all this can be easily multiplied internationally. Startup market as a platform has emerged as a necessity, given that teams or already established startups have situation that they cannot realize with investor regardless or whether they build the relationship themselves or with help of our consultancy company. The problem which arises when assessing and creating investment plan is real, as well as during the investment negotiation, it comes to the startup tractions. Additionally, as a solution to this problem, neither the three Macedonian accelerators, nor some of the several incubators, networks or business clubs, angel investor clubs, etc., have an offer or solution regarding the traction. That's why this is the trigger point why we decided to offer the startup marketplace as a multidimensional solution that should cause interest, that should create cooperation and use of almost all factors and actors in the Macedonian startup ecosystem. There are various solutions and platforms on the market that offer assistance, that offer networking, that offer expert advisory assistance, that offer information for access to finance, that offer a list of investors, that offer many things that one person, startup founder, basically most with technological knowledge, experience or academic background has. But there is no any solution that cover the segments of the first user of early adopters. The difference is that our solution will cover this segment or this niche market or this niche need, and it will be designed to be easy to use platform where startups can meet the interests of selling and buying in one place. At the same time, we will build a platform with many additional functionalities, which will be in as many world languages possible, with an implemented payment system, integrated a customer support system, and etc. and etc. The biggest advantage is that when we will build the platform fully functional, we will be the first on the market locally, regionally, and hopefully globally. Startup Market is a unique platform that is designed to provide validation of the products or services that each startup creates and develops for the market for which are intended. But also it is a validation and proof of traction before each potential investor with whom to negotiate for investments in the startup. All this is a unique system that is a hybrid way to connect both product and service that as a consultant company we will offer to startups locally in Macedonia and the very beginning and then worldwide in the next stage. The hybrid approach to specialized performance through the platform will offer a process of proving but also a process of cooperation versus competition. So we are not trying to provide any place where someone will compete it to someone else, but we will provide a marketplace where everybody can have multiple win-win-win-win-win situation. I'm becoming I'm coming to the very ending of the presentation that I have today. So as one of my last slides for today, I would say that the situation in which the Macedonian and the world startups find themselves is a business opportunity for the promotion of a solution that we identified that doesn't even exist in the world. Our solution will offer a platform, marketplace for merging innovative products or services created by startups or teams in their early stage and connect with their first users, with the early adopters. At this moment, after extensive research, analysis and correspondence with stakeholders in startup ecosystems around the world, me and my company have identified that such a solution doesn't exist. The solution is already supported by the startup committee of WBAF, where I'm a member of, and also WBAF is going to be one of the global partners for these innovative products or innovative service that me and my company we are building and we will provide to the world market. The Q&A part of the event is on the stage. Does anyone of the participants has something to comment, something to say, something to ask?
Just a second. I just want to mention that it's been a great presentation, Alexander, while we're waiting for some of the questions that the public may have and the participants. It was great actually to see another point of this that you represented. For me, honestly, it's been really great to see you in lots of different hats that you had. This has been great. And I'm inviting all of the participants that are here, if they don't have questions here, or if they have now questions, please, you can put them in the chat. And if not, Alexander, you can put your email maybe in the chat so they can contact you additionally. If they, if they want, because definitely with the Global Entrepreneurship Week, we want to bring as many as possible networking with the entrepreneurs, with the supporters, and some of the people that want or have been thinking about joining this this entrepreneurship world. So as I checked Facebook, we don't have any questions. I guess you have been very thorough with the presentation.
Well, probably, yeah. I try to be as detailed as possible in order to have really good standing ground floor on the things that I'm willing to present really the need and the trigger, how we came up with the idea and why we are capable of developing and running the idea. There is something in the
one question. When are you planning to start the platform?
Well, we are currently in a cooperation with an IT company that support us, and we are in the phases of development the platform as a first version of it. In parallel, as I said, the WBF also supports the idea that we are running in the moment. So basically, and hopefully we will be able to have something on the spring 2022, and then maybe to have some deployment plan, locally testing phase, maybe through some small ecosystem in Macedonia, or the ecosystem in total in Macedonia, and then maybe some portion of the ecosystem on WBF, in order to find maybe some other functionalities and features that we can add. And later the 2022, not around the summer, we hope that we will have it fully functional and fully running, and helping the startups to achieve their goals.
Great. I hope, Sashka, this answered your question. If you have more, you can just maybe even unmute and ask additionally.
Yes,
We are more than happy to hear.
Guys to have courage to talk. If not, I would like to thank everybody who participate today on the event, to say big thanks to the team of Global Entrepreneurship Week 2021, to the team of Startup Macedonia for all the support in the preparation of the event and all the support during the event today. Also, I'm going to share that my contacts are publicly everywhere on the social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, everywhere. Also, hopefully in recent time, we will have the opportunity to share the video of today again, so many people can see it and be in contact with us.
Yes.
Alexandra, I would also like to thank you in the name of the whole organization and the Global Entrepreneurship Week. I think that such kind of presentations are actually very useful, because you are opening space for startups to make additional representation, not only nationally but internationally, and this is very important because we have to think globally. So I have no questions. I would give the floor to the others if they have some, but I just wanted to thank you.
Thank you, Simona. Thank you for the kind words. And yeah, again, if not, just to be in the time with the schedule, and not to take the times of the event that came next. Again, thank you for everybody who participated today, and let's be in touch soon. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alexander, and hopefully we will see the participants on the next events that are on our agenda. And Alexander, till next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.